Ooh, it's spooky. Berm is no longer with us. Rest in peace, Berm. It's Mono Ghost time. What's up going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great week. Hope you either had a good time celebrating Halloween last weekend or have a good time celebrating it this week. It feels like Halloween has been falling in the middle of the week these past couple of years, and that is confusing for a lot of people. So, you know, I stream in the middle of the week, so maybe that's good enough to celebrate. So I thought, let's do Mono Ghost today. Let's name all the Pokemon after candies, and I can make my face cam black and white. Let me know how I sound. Let me know how I look. Hey, Mindforce became a member, or at least just chatted since the membership. Yeah, member for 11 months. Very, very fun. Well done, Mind. Camera's acting up. Did it correct itself? I saw that it was like glitching out for a sec. How we doing now? Am I in focus? Yeah, maybe it's not me. Everything looks good on my end. Ooh. Fix my green screen a little bit. Yeah, so you were just joking. No worries. Okay. So, I'll go over the team. I decided to go Mono Ghost, obviously Halloween themed. But I realized that as far as monos go, Ghost is a really good one. And here's why. It might honestly, I mean, I don't know. I don't play a ton of mono type. Maybe I'll start because I think it's just kind of fun. But I don't play a ton of mono type. I don't know how it works out. I know that Ghost is famously an incredibly good typing, both offensively and defensively. But how does it work in like a mono meta? No clue. What I have found is that because Ghost types are only weak to Dark and Ghost, oftentimes your opponent might have a Ghost Pokemon, but I have things for that because I have Ghosts. You know what I mean? So they might not bring it, or they might bring it and I have an answer to it. Dark types are the bigger issue as far as like moves coming in, but since the last time I really got into like any kind of monotype anything, knockoff is not nearly as farly distributed. So oftentimes not a lot of Pokemon have a dark type move. And like you already know which one's like the main problems. And that's like knockoff from Tyranitar, knockoff from Incineroar, stuff like that. And Annihilape is really, really good at countering those Pokemon. So honestly, I've been rocking this Mono Ghost, but it's been doing really, really well for me on Showdown. We're going to find out how it does for me here on the ranked ladder, however. But I will go over the team quickly. I did change things, actually. You'll see that on the thumbnail I have Scarlet. Changed it. I didn't actually change any other Pokemon, but I changed a lot of the sets around since that. I originally had a Final Gambit set on Annihilape. Changed that. We now have Warheads, the Annihilape Fire Tera. With Rage Fist, Drain Punch, Bulk Up, Protect. I believe I have it max HP, max speed. Yes. Initially, I had it like a Choice Scarf Final Gambit set, and the Bulk Up set was the Scarlet set. But since I got rid of Scarlet, I was like, oh, I'm going to go back to the more comfortable, hard to deal with, lasts a little bit longer Annihilape set. Then we have Hot Tamales, the Skeledirge, Grass, Tera, Throat Spray set with Torch Song, Heat Wave, Slack Off, and Shadow Ball. Yeah, this thing sets up and then does real nice special sweeping if you get it in correct position. It's also really good into Dondozo if you preserve your Tera. We have Sableye here, Pop Rocks, Steel Tera, Light Clay, Reflect, and Light Screen with Foul Play and Encore as well. This thing almost comes to every single game. It helps Annihilape set up. It helps Skeledirge set up. It helps Golden Ghost set up. It's really, really important to the team. And while it's not the best dual screens user, it is a very good dual screens user, and it's a Ghost type. And so for that reason, That's why I decided to use it. And then it's like physically defensive. Bold. Next we have Ferrero Rocher, the Golden Go. It's holding the Quick Claw, mostly because I haven't been vibing with Life Orb lately. I just really hate losing any amount of HP, to be honest with you, in Regulation H. So I went with the Quick Claw. I'll tell you why that's not that big of a deal in a second. It doesn't make it rain as Shadow Ball, as Nasty Blood, as Protect. It's max speed, max special attack, and it is Dragon Tera. The reason why Quick Claw is not that big of a deal, I don't bring Golden Go kind of ever, which is crazy because two of the best Pokemon right now in the meta are Golden Go and Annihilape, but Golden Go just, to me, feels like everybody has something for Golden Go, and I don't end up bringing it a ton. I might bring it to certain matchups if a Pokemon or if an opponent has like a fairy type that I don't really have anything else for, like a pure fairy type, then I might bring Golden Go, you know? But unless that's the case, like I'd kind of just bring it, and it does a lot of work in team preview. And the Quick Claw is just kind of a fun item to have there that might win us on some RNG if I do end up bringing it, and if it does end up activating. We've got Pez, the Dragapult here. It's the Dragon Tera with Focus Sash. Dragon Tera is just there to empower Dragon Darts. We've got the T-Wave, we've got the Protect, we've got the Phantom Force. This thing's obviously insanely fast, and with T-Wave, it is one of our forms of speed control. I often lead Dragapult with Sableye, set up screens, and start paralyzing things so that in the back I have a nice layer of shenanigans so that once, you know, Dragapult goes down in a turn or two, we can get Annihilape in, we can get Skeledirge in to start setting up, basically. And then we have Lifesavers, my Sinistcha here. And it does great things. It's an amazing support Pokemon. Machagacha is a great grass move to have. And it's physically defensive with Trick Room as well, in case my opponent does have hard Tailwind. We have a way of countering that or unsetting my opponent's hard Trick Room. Without a dedicated Tailwind user, I thought this would be a good way to go, and it's been serving me pretty well. There are a couple of scenarios where people are running Trick Room teams that I'm either slower than their team, or I can unset it with Sinistcha. That's the team. I hope you're excited to see it. And I'm excited to use it. Let's see who is here in the chat before I get my first game. Let's say hi to Mindforce. Hi, Gus Plays VGC. Hi, Ruben Torres. Hello, Datitude. What's going on, Kez? Oh, Datitude, good luck with your ghost team, your mono ghost team. We've got John Luke. What's up, John Luke? Endo's here, of course. We've got Archibald No Pants. Duh. I don't know if I've seen you, Archibald, but I'm glad you're here. Let's go, mono ghost team. I've made 3 of them. Oh, great. Okay, so you're a fan of the type. Ghost is sick. I love Ghost. Ruben, what's up, Ruben? It's scary already. Sorry, I know that I'm farther back in the chat than I'm a couple minutes behind. We've got Space. Hello, Space. Unfake outable. That's true. Don't have to deal with fake out either, which is obviously great in VGC. We have new names. Corey Moe. Hello. Pokebrim is back. It is true. We've got Tyler Zimmerman. Hello. How's it going? Dana K. Hey, everyone. Hi, Dana K. And that's everybody in the chat. Hello to anybody who might be lurking and not chatting. I'm glad you're here too. Let's get a battle. But you've watched my first time in a stream, but you've watched my vid for ages. Archibald No Pants, thank you so much. I love to hear it. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Here we go. If you want to see anything about the team, I believe it's in the description, though I'm now nervous that the old team is in the description. So let me just double check that for you. This is the old team. I will get the new team in there right now. Okay. And that is now updated. Full team breakdown now in the description. Okay. All right, that's a cool team with Gliscor and Electabuzz being these standout weirdos. Even though I usually lead Sableye Dragapult, I'm less inclined to bring Dragapult to this game. There's less things that I can T-Wave. And really, Dragon Knight is the only thing that I want to hit with a Dragon move. So we'll lead Sableye. Can't get Prankster Encore with Sableye. So that's good. I might lead Golden Go too, to be honest. I don't hate it. I just said that I never bring it, which is true. But here we are bringing it. And then I like you. And I think I'll go all offense in the back. I don't know that I'll need Sinistcha in this matchup. It doesn't really do a ton for me offensively against this team. If I see a water type, which my opponent does not have, right? My opponent doesn't really have a water type. Their only ground type is a flying type 2. No rock type. Like, yeah, like the Macho Gacha doesn't really do a ton for me. They're going to leave with their own Golden Go. All right. My opponent cannot Encore me at all with this lead. So I'm feeling good about that. Let's Light Screen. And I can Nasty Plot here. No, I should probably just Shadow Ball, right? Let's Shadow Ball. A combination of Shadow Balls and Foul Plays, I think, will be enough to take out the Golden Go in the next turn or two. Whereas if they get a Tailwind, which I do not have, they're probably going to Tera Steel here. Yeah. Or Tera something. Tera Dragon, fine. I can make it rain on this next turn then. If I were to Nasty Plot, then they would just get 2 moves into my Golden Go, and I probably wouldn't get a move up at all, so... They're going to trick me. They're going to trick into Sableye, who now has Choice Specs, and they have Light Clay, which does nothing for them. And they did set the Tailwind. I could Encore their Tailwind. Don't hate it. Let's do that. I have to switch Sableye out then, though. Because they didn't do any damage to me, I don't feel as much pressure to go for the Foul Play. Not every day you get to see a Whimsicott itself get Encored, but boy does it feel good. And their Shadow Ball is going to have to go through my Light Screen without Specs. And that's a beautiful day, everybody. And Sableye has his Choice Specs on it, but it is not taking any damage at all. Basically, I have to switch out Sableye on this next turn, or else I'm just cooking Encore into nothing. It could come in handy turn 2, but turn 1 won't do anything for me. So I can switch into like Annihilape here, maybe. It's a little risky, but do that and Protect just to try and stall some more Tailwind. Once Tailwind goes away, I might even be faster with Golden Go, so it might make sense even just to sack Skeledirge at some point. Of course, Quick Claw activates here. That Specs powered up Encore. You know it. You know it. Scale Shot into Annihilape. It's going to hurt more than I'd like without Reflect Up. But that's a lot of hits into Annihilape. Maybe that could come into play. A little bit of HP back. Let me check my turns. Ooh, they're a Toxic Orb set. That's good to know. Only one more turn to Tailwind. So, I can Protect here. And I can swap back into Sableye. Now I want Reflect Up. Light Screen does nothing for me. So, I can set Reflect or I can start foul playing. I think I'm going to want to set Reflect. But Golden Oak can come back in after resetting its stats, and Make It Rain does some more for me now. They do attempt the Scale Shot again into Annihilape. They high horsepower into Sableye, who takes that nice and good like. And we get a little bit more HP recovery, which never hurt nobody. No more Tailwind, which means Annihilape might start outspeeding stuff. Let me check how true that is. Annihilape's got that base 90 speed. Oh baby, we're flying. Whereas Gliscor has base 95. That'll outspeed me if they're max speed. And Dragonite has base 80. We will outspeed Dragonite. Okay, that's good to know, actually. I can Rage Fist something. I don't know that I'll get the luxury of being able to drain or bulk up at all. Let me Dream Punch the Dragonite, and I'll click Reflect. It might not do as much if they end up being multi-scale, but... Ooh, okay. Choice Scarf. Oh no, they have the speed boost. That's on me. That's on me, folks. Ran out of time to count that in. Okay. Now they got the double speed boost. High horsepower into Sableye. Okay. How fast does Golden go? Base 84. I'll outspeed. No, I want to outspeed the Dragonite. Or the... Okay. I can go Dirge. I could Tera Grass here with Dirge. Torch Song. Gliscor. Foul Play. Oh, I can't. Right, I'm spexed. Damn. I guess we're going to Golden Go. Getting a little twisted around in this end game. There's probably a way I could have made this way cleaner and even potentially won, but it is definitely not a given now. That's true, Tyler, but I'm not sure that I live a Scale Shot from this range. I mean, Scale Shot is not 100% accurate, right? So maybe I can get away with that. But I hear you. I definitely hear you. Scale Shot misses right there. Okay, cool stuff. Well done, Skeledirge. That's why I brought you in. So does high horsepower. Hold on, we're back, baby. We're back. We are so back. Oh my god. Arceus brought us back here. I think we break the Heat Wave and Protect here with Golden Go. Otherwise, Gliscor outspeeds Golden Go and kills it, right? Sableye Specs is unfortunate. Yeah, my opponent's game plan is definitely paying off dividends right there, even if they didn't win the Golden Go Mirror. I'm banking on the fact that the Dragonite might not have anything to kill Golden Go through Reflect. Ice Spinner, I'm not expecting this to do a ton, yeah. There's the high horsepower. We protected that. Let's hit the Gliscor and kill it. Yeah, and we're breaking multi-scale here too. And my opponent did Tera already, so we can Shadow Ball the Dragonite without worrying about Tera Normal. So let's do that, and let's make it rain. That double miss was massive. Absolutely massive. And the Quick Claw activates. Scale Shot who? In Team Preview, I was literally like, if we end up bringing Golden Go, the Quick Claw might come in handy. Game 1. I'm not sure this kills. Yeah, it doesn't. Even if 5 had hit, it wouldn't have killed. Well done, Mono Ghost. That's one in the dub bucket. Bam. I feel like I had the momentum there. I feel like I made a couple of mistakes on 1 or 2 turns in the middle there, forgetting that Sableye was choiced. You know, forgetting that the Scale Shot had given them a +1 to speed, despite the fact that Tailwind had run out. And those should have lost me the game, but some RNG really played in my favor there, so I'm not going to pretend like I didn't get lucky there, but that's the spirit of Halloween, baby. You know? Mischief, magic. Good game to my opponent. All right. They got their own dirge over there. You love to see it. They have almost a pledge thing going on. All those Pokemon are pretty good, so I'm not expecting full pledge, but it is a potential option, technically. They don't have Tailwind, which is interesting. Once again, Dragapult's not insanely attractive. No offense, Dragapult. But I don't think I need to bring it. Let's go Sableye. I could lead Sableye and either Golden Go and Annihilape, or Annihilape. I don't want to get it wrong. Let's do that. And then we'll go Skeledirge, and then we'll go... Yeah, we're not going to bring Golden Go. They're going to bring either the Skeledirge or the Kingambit, if not both. And that's definitely their dedicated answers to Golden Go. So we're going to see one of the two of them. And if I don't bring Sinistra, then Sucker Punch runs amok on my team. And it's a pretty big reason why Sinistra is amazing for me here. Sucker Punch, honestly, like, would be a big issue, but a lot of my Pokemon are like setup mons, which means that I'm not always clicking attacking moves. So Sucker Punch doesn't actually end up being as big a problem. Let's definitely set Reflect here, and we are going to bulk up. Protect your Kingambit all you want. I was kind of scared you were going to Swords Dance, if I'm honest with you. What is the... Electabuzz is going to taunt Sableye. Okay. I got my Reflect in. I now only have Foul Play, which might do a little bit to Electabuzz. But I think it's probably more worth to save Sableye for a late game moment. Skeledirge is a little scary to bring in here. But I think I might go for it. They have to be more scared of Annihilape, right? So let's go Skeledirge and hope that just the bulk up is enough of a exclamation point, you know what I mean? We'll Drain Punch Gambit. If they Sucker Punch me, I'll get the health back. What's up, Martez? What's up, Dave C? Some more chatters in here now. We got the Tera Gambit. They will resist this Drain Punch now. But that means they're not follow meing. They're just going to taunt Annihilape as well. That makes sense. An amount of damage has been done. They Swords Dance there. Not that my Skeledirge cares about that. So that's kind of cool. I could Grass Tera here to really not care about it. Does Grass Tera help me out in some of these matchups? It does. If they have the Sneasler in the back, then I'd rather remain my typing. Though Sneasler could easily just have knockoff and have something for me anyway. Am I using my typing anywhere else? Not really. Yeah, Tera Grass could be good. So I'll go for it. And let's just Torch Song King Gambit. And we can Rage Fist it as well. Hot tamales, baby. Here we go. You ever have hot tamales? I never really did. They seem gross. I gotta have heat in my candy? Pick one. Pick a thing. I did nothing to King Gambit. I guess I haven't been touched by anything yet. Skeledirge is set up, and they're just going to keep dancing. That's crazy, because all I got to do with Skeledirge is Heat Wave now. And honestly, I might switch out Annihilape. Annihilape has a bulk up, but kind of who cares, right? I can go into Sableye here. Take a Dark move as well as Annihilape would have, right? Maybe not great, but I still do have the Reflect up. And King Gambit's going after Skeledirge, right? They're fully operating on the basis that they can just follow me here, but I have a spread move. Bye. Yeah, that second Swords Dance was a little bit greedy in my eyes. I'm sorry to hear that, Space. There's their Skeledirge, which isn't going to care about my Skeledirge at all. I could Encore their Electabuzz. I don't hate that. Oh, but if I Encore their Electabuzz, then they continue to follow me, which I don't want that to be the case. I want to be able to... I want them to taunt my Sableye here so that my Shadow Ball goes through. Electro Web is nice for them there. I don't think they'll kill Skeledirge through the light screen, though. That's good damage. And some lefties? That's all? Okay. No more taunt for Skeledirge, so I can try to slack off here. They Torch Songed me on this last turn. Yeah, I can attempt it. I can also foul play the Skeledirge. Or I could Encore the Electabuzz into Electro Web. Yeah, you know what? I know that Skeledirge probably just dies here, but I'm going to try to slack off and foul play the Skeledirge. Assuming they're going to taunt Sableye. Or try to re-taunt something. Oh, I can Encore that next turn, though. I didn't see that coming, actually. Cool. Glad I slacked off. Little HP recovery. Not bad. Okay, now we Heat Wave, and I am going to foul play here. There's the follow me, so the Heat Wave will go through. I should not die to whatever the Skeledirge does to my Skeledirge. We saw how much damage that did. Their special attack is rising, but my Skeledirge isn't caring about that. We crit the Electabuzz there, not bad. You know what that means. We pick up another kill here with Pop Rocks. The team is teaming. If only Sableye had specs to boost these foul plays. I'm with you, Space. I'm with you. I'm going to Shadow Ball Primarina and swap into Sinistcha to get a little bit of health back. Battle was canceled. I think that was a pretty clean play, though, at the end. I think that would have done it for me. All right, we are up 2-0 with Ghosties. Spooky boys. Not mad at that. Will I be upset if my best Regulation H team is Mono Ghost? I'll be a little embarrassed, I guess. This was a little bit more, in its conception, this was a little bit more, oh, I'm going to challenge myself and, you know, just have some fun for Halloween on the ranks ladder. If we end up doing better than when I was actually trying, they have a Will-O-Wisp over there. See, Dragonite comes in a lot more handy in this game. They have Sucker Punch and Ice Shard, actually. That is a little bit sus. Yeah, actually, Dragon Ball doesn't come in handy here. I was going to say, it's nice to, like, T-Wave a couple of the things in the middle there, but, yeah, I think I'd rather have, like... I'd rather have other stuff. They have Discharge Earthquake, and they did not separate Kilowattrel and Mamoswine from the top there, which is a rookie mistake. So that is, like, very obvious to me. Okay. You know, the Mamoswine's actually kind of a problem. I have to deal with it quickly. Which is definitely easier said than done. We'll try these four. I think it's the same four I brought last time. A little bit spookier. The Mamoswine kind of has, I'm realizing, has everything for my Tera types as well. So, like, even though I can go Grass Tera to avoid a high horsepower with Skeledirge, I'm then a Grass type, and if I haven't already killed the Mamoswine at that point, it gets Ice Shard on me. With Annihilape, if I go Fire Tera to avoid a flying move here, I am greeted by a ground move at that point, you know? I'm going to reflect, assuming that they are going to try to go for Tailwind out of the gate. This is maybe a little bit greedy, but I'm going to try it. They swap out the Mamoswine. Maybe they were scared of Will-O-Wisp. This could be a really good play for my opponent. They just T-Bolt Sableye. Oh, that's okay. They were really scared of Heat Wave there. Let's Light Screen. Let's bulk up again. These are two Pokemon that are really good defensively into Annihilate, but if I'm at +2 and I get hit a couple times here, Sableye goes down, but it gets my moves off. Foul Play would have been nice into the Mamoswine, but they think they just stopped Will-O-Wisp, which actually wasn't anywhere on my side. Let me guess. Sakurion, Warheads always made you cry. Yeah, Warheads were like the bane of my summer camp. Like, pack them into your cheek, and then they get sweet after like an hour. Which was always, it felt cool, but it's probably actually a bad thing. Skeledirge having Unaware is so nice. We can Torch Song you, and also I think Rage Fist you. Yeah. Pokemon don't like the Volcarona, I don't think. Still have not seen a Tailwind. There's a Heat Wave. That'll power up. Oh! I could have Tera Fire, but I didn't. And I flinched. Dear God, what an awful turn for me. That is all of my luck from that first game coming right back to me. Dear God. Not sick, but we have a Skeledirge set up here, so at least there's that. We can Heat Wave now there. Or I could, honestly, I could Torch Song you again. We got confirmation there's a flying move in the Kilowattrel. How scared of that am I? I'm going to Torch Song you. We could Protect Annihilate for a turn. Do I even want to do that, or do I just want to... I think I just attack. Forget Paraflinch. We got Burn Flinch. We got Paraflinch at home. It's called Burn Flinch. Doesn't do as much mechanically. But it's just as infuriating for the opponent. Hey, Dave C with the 5 gifted memberships. Thanks so much, Dave C. Let's see if you pull a hollow here. You can dethrone Fujitobi for the first time in a month. There are two different ways I can go here. I could Tera Water. I could also just Heat Wave and Rage Powder. I think that's the play. I'd love to surprise my opponent with a Grass Tera late in the game. That could potentially win it for me against the Mamoswine that I know is in the back. There's their Water Tera. Okay. But I can Rage Powder them now because they're not a Grass type. So the Spore will go into Sinistcha here, who won't care about the Spore, obviously. Air Slash is a little bit annoying for Sinistcha. My Citrus will come in handy here. They should, if Heat Wave hits the Kilowattrel, it should drop it, is my guess. They could also be Focus Sash, though. We haven't seen that anywhere yet. Okay, there it is. That might win it for them. They've clear smogged into you. Interesting. I think I just Heat Wave again and Rage Powder. And on the last turn of the game, I will Grass Tera. There's the Rage Powder. We don't care about that. Shouldn't die to this Air Slash. Okay, good. Oh, we got the kill on the... Is that a higher roll or a crit? That was a crit. Oh, man, we crit the Amoongus. Okay. I'm still net positive on RNG. Did Dave C end up pulling a holo there with the gifted memberships? Just in case they have Earthquake, which they definitely do. It's Discquake, right? I'm going to do that and that. And I think I just Machagacha in case they high horsepower or Sinistcha or something. I don't think did you unfortunately not pull a holo? That's such a bummer. But thank you nonetheless for all the gifted memberships. Anybody who just got one from Dave C, be sure to thank the man with one of your new emotes. Oh, we didn't kill! I thought we might have been getting away with this game. Heatwave was the play there. I thought maybe at +3 Torch Song would be enough, but you know what I didn't factor in? If they are thick fat, which I'm guessing they are based on that, or maybe even Assault Vest, maybe both. No flinch. No flinch. Oh my goodness. I'm back to life. It brought me back to life. I am revived. And I'm gone again. That is crazy. So much went on there. Skeledirge has some pretty nice natural physical bulk. I honestly think that like sets played a part in that. My Sinistcha, or sorry, not my Sinistcha, my Skeledirge is I think it's max HP, max special attack. Nothing crazy. And if they were at all defensive, if they weren't like full attack adamant, then that definitely factored in. It was obviously also probably a roll to only live on 2 HP. They lived one, and then I lived one. That whole match was so back and forth. That was such a good game of Pokemon. Save that one for the anime. Are there any writers watching? And just like that, Mono Ghost is nearing 5K. Whew. This is the closest I've been to the moon in a while. I don't know. It's getting big. It's getting bright. I can see the little holes. All right, they do have a way of smashing through screens with the Tauros. I want to name that. It might be an okay Dragapult game. There's a couple of things I might want to T-Wave if they were to Tera the... I mean, I want to hit the Garchomp, right, with a dragon move. That would not be too bad a use of my time. They have to be careful about the Tauros, because unless they're Mirror Herb, they would also give me a Defiant boost if they wanted to bring it to counter the screens. They got to be really careful about that. Lots to factor in here. Yes, there's a couple of things I want to T-Wave. I don't know that there's enough. There's really only one sweeper that I'd be able to T-Wave unless something were to Tera, and that's the Tauros. So I don't know that it's worth. I think, like, by and large, this might just be the better lead. And I'm going to bring these two in the back, actually. Mostly because they were where my cursor was when I realized I only had 5 seconds left. I don't think I need Sinistcha as bad in this game. Though it is a really nice counter to Amoonguss, especially when Amoonguss is your Tera mom. Amoonguss likes to be Tera water most of the time. Okay. I mean, I could Tera Fire right here really easily and just not be weak to... If I Tera Fire, I'm just really weak to Garchomp if it's in the back. I don't think I can do that for that exact reason. And they can also haze me. Yeah, I'm actually gonna just go right into Skeledirge, I think. I'm going to save Annihilape. I really, really, really feel like a Will-O-Wisp is coming here. And to bulk up would just, to try to counter the Will-O-Wisp would just be silly because they could just haze me right away. They're going to trick me. What are they giving me? I got a Scarf with my Dirge? Oh, let's go. I'm not crazy mad about that. Let's reflect now. Let's reflect. Done reflecting. I'm just going to Torch Song. If I'm Scarfed, I'm Scorfed. You know what I mean? Ooh, I've never noticed that Sableye's wrists are, he's like double jointed. Or a Ghost, I guess. Ghosts don't really have joints. If they don't have the oh, they're gonna haze off their special attack drop. Smart. That is an amount of damage right there. Okay. I got my screens up. There's not a ton more that Sableye needs to be here for. I feel like Haze is coming right here. Yep. Dave C hitting the 5 more gifted memberships. Oh, I hope you pull the holo now. If you don't pull a holo now, it's going to seem like it's rigged, but I promise they're not that hard to pull. Okay. I could Tera Dragon. I could Tera Fire now. But if I Tera Fire, then I'm weak. Yeah, I think it's Golden Go here. Just got paid. Oh, you got the Hollow Venusaur right there. That's a beautiful thing. I'll put you in the Hall of Fame where you belong, Dave C., right after this battle. I could just protect once, too. Let's just protect once. And we will Torch Song you. Of course, the Quick Claw activates, revealing my whole deal. But we will now keep this special attack boost. The unfortunate thing about protecting there is actually, if I had just Tera, like, dragoned there and gone for a Shadow Ball, let's say, then their Rotom would have been stuck at -2. But now, since it didn't hit at all, they actually didn't drop a special attack. So that puts us in a situation here where I got to make a decision. Big time. No. The play is to try to get rid of the this at all costs, right? I don't want to make it there. Skeledirge is maybe the fastest thing on the field. Maybe not. I'm not built for speed. So Choice Scarf, actually I'm not going to be faster than the Garchomp here. I need to live. After living that Mamoswine, I'm feeling like feisty, okay? Like I can live anything, even if it's super effective. They protect. That changes what I'm allowed to do. That helps at least. I'm going to make it rain now, because I feel like they're going to switch out the Rotom. Rotom's not really doing anything here anymore. I'm just going to keep trying to Torch Song the Garchomp. I know it's not going to do a ton. But they just bring out their own Golden Go. Reflect saves me there. We will do an amount of damage with the Make It Rain here. Decent. How much can we do to the Garch? Would have been cool. We can all agree it would have been cool. It'd be a great time for Quick Claw to activate, honestly. That's like kind of the best case scenario, is if I can get Quick Claw to activate here. Kill with the Shadow Ball, and then Torch Song into you. In case they protect, I think I have to Torch Song no matter what. But yeah, if there's a time for Quick Claw to activate, it's right now. They're going to Tera. Have I ever competed in a tourney? If so, which reg would be my fave? Honestly, I haven't been doing crazy well in this regulation, though I'm not like as tapped in as I have been in the past. We did not get the Quick Claw, so we probably just lose this game. But I like it for its rule set. I mean, I love the idea of just like banning some of the most used mons every now and then. They're going to outspeed Skeledirge even though I'm Scarf. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, Ghosties are going down in this one. Yeah, I like Regulation H. As far as like other regulations that I really liked that I was more active in. I liked Reg F quite a bit, if I remember correctly. Series A is obviously great. Right out of the gate, it's so fun. I mean, it's basically like Regulation H, right? There's no legendaries really involved. There's no world in which I could possibly bring this back right now. Good game to my opponent. Let's get Dave C in the Hall of Fame here. Thank you for your service, Fujitobi. Holding it down for a good while there. But Dave C, dropping the 5 gifted memberships and then coming back for more. Very, very nice of you, my friend. Thank you very much. This reg is way better than all the genies and Urshifu. Yeah, man. It gets a little bit... I'm not somebody who, like, hates on everything. But they're good. And it's just refreshing not to have them all the time. You know? I don't hate them. When they were first introduced, I had fun using them. Like, it's fun to use new stuff, really, is the name of the game. I like using new stuff, and when you get rid of them, you have to use new stuff. When you bring them back in, they are the new stuff. So any regulation that really changes things up, I'm a fan of. Dragapult might actually have something to say in this game. I can't believe I'm not bringing Dragapult as much as I was on ladder. I was bringing it so much. Yeah, let's bring Dragapult. Let's bring you. And then I think it's just Dirge and Annihilape. I'm a little scared of the Ninetales if I do that. Bring a lot of stuff weak to Ninetales if I do that. YOLO. Let's give it a go. We got Tera, right? About to start the Urshifu Sneasler debate. That's not a debate. Urshifu's better than Sneasler. What are we doing? Which Pokemon's more broken? Urshifu or Sneasler? Sneasler has like an annoyingly RNG involved signature move, but it's not nearly as bad as what Urshifu's able to do every single time you click its button. All right, it is light screen time. And I'm going to can I T-Wave their Dragapult, or is it better just to Phantom Force it? I'm going to Dragapult. The Dragapult leaves. Insane comes out. Okay. That means we'll go to my Sash here. Not the end of the world. Oh, they're actually going to protect. So we'll get 2 Dragon Darts into Instant. I'm not mad about that. My opponent playing super passively there, even though I feel like they had a pretty good lead into me. This is kind of what I'm talking about with when I said at the beginning that Mono Ghost is like a particularly not awful type to be mono in, because your opponent has ghost Pokemon, but you're good against them too. They're scared of you for the same reason you're scared of them. No, I cannot Encore Golden Go. I almost clicked it. I almost tried for it. Whatever they bring in to that Golden Go slot does not want to be Phantom Forced, so I'm going to click that. I mean, either it's going to be the Dragapult or the Golden Go or a different thing that does not even resist Phantom Force. So we're going to deal some damage here and avoid some moves while we're doing it. They nasty plot right in front of my Salad, which incentivizes them to stay in and probably just Tera on this, right? We'll foul play him. Hard disagree, Burm. I can play around Ursh. Sneasler is all chance. It's not all chance. I mean, you can protect in front of Sneasler. Yeah, one of the age-old, counters in the game. The move protect. They're going to knock off into Dragapult there. And I'm fine with that. Deal a little bit of damage. Nothing to write home about, but not too bad. I feel like they're going to protect with Golden Go now and just knock off into Dragapult again. I feel like I am just going to foul play the Incineroar weirdly and protect here because I feel like they're going to protect Golden Go right now. They bring out their Ninetales. Okay, Ninetales is the last Pokemon. Glad I haven't Terra'd yet, to be honest. There's the protect. No big deal. I hope they Aurora Veil. I hope they Aurora Veil and I can Encore it. Golden Go's not surviving another turn out here. And they now have a decision to make as far as... Are they going to stay in or are they going to get rid of their boost? And let something else get hit by a couple of Dragon Darts in a foul play? No, they're too proud. They won't let go of the boost. I understand that. They don't really have anything for Sableye, to be honest. Sableye is a little bit of a menace for them. I guess you could just blizzard everything off the face of the earth. That's a good way to do it. I also forgot that my Sableye had taken a bunch of damage before that, so... Here comes their Dragapult. Both of their Pokemon are faster than both of my Pokemon, but if I Tera Fire plus Heat Wave here, Tera Fire and Rage Fist the Dragapult. Or I can Tera Fire and bulk up. I think I can Tera Fire and bulk up. But Heat Wave to break the Sash and hit the Ninetales is definitely the play. And now their Incin is in the back, and it's like, you can come in and you can intimidate me, which will activate my Defiant. And you don't have anything super effective against Annihilape right now. So that Incin is kind of just a health bar for me to steal. Right? They're going to Phantom Force. Okay. Good lurk. No freezes. That's good. Good stuff, and we like that. Heat Wave's going to miss the Dragapult, but it will indeed hit the Ninetales, and it's actually going to drop the Ninetales. Does anybody know? Does Phantom Force transporting you to another dimension, does that make you... Does that make Heat Wave a single target move in that moment? It's an interesting thing to think about if you do think about it. Let's Shadow Ball Dragapult and Drain Punch Incineroar here. Battle was canceled. They knew it. They saw the writing on the wall. See you later, Dave. I see somebody saying goodbye to Dave. Sleep time here. We'll catch up on the VOD night, folks. Thanks so much, Dave. Our Hollow Famer. Leaving us while the night is so young. That's all right. We're about halfway through, actually. It is 8:12. I usually try to get 10 games, so we'll stick to that. All right, another win with the Ghosties. I'm looking forward to the next regulation, or would you be okay with Regulation H staying? I'd be cool with Regulation H staying, to be honest, but only because I know the next regulation is just Regulation G again. They already announced that. I'd be excited for the next regulation if we didn't know what it was. To be honest, if it was like, honestly, just like a looming question mark, I'd be more excited about it than going back. It's not just Regulation G, but any regulation, you know? All right, Dragapult does pop off in this one. So we'll leave it these two. What's nice about Skeledirge is I don't care about the Kommo-o if it sets up on me. Although the Kommo-o, does it really want to deal with an all-ghost team? Probably not. Yeah, we'll go with those same four again here, I think. We all know Burm secretly is a big Reg G head. I am not a massive restricted. Honestly, I'm not good at restricted formats. I just don't feel good about them. My whole thing is building around a Pokemon that is not normally good. Regulation G forces you to build around a Pokemon that is the best one on your team. So it's just sort of counterintuitive to the way that I enjoy building teams. Have I made good Regulation G teams? Have I made good teams with restricted mons on them? I think so. I've had some fun in Regulation G formats, videos, but it's not my favorite for that reason. Let's T-Wave the Ninetales. That feels really good to me. And I'm just going to Light Screen because whether I reflect or not, the knockoff is just going to drop my Dragapult anyway. Okay. I can Encore the Protect now. Should I be holding on to Dragapult? Maybe, though, honestly, the Rillaboom makes me feel like they can hit me with a Grassy Glide. That doesn't really matter. I could Phantom Force and Encore. That traps them into potentially having to give me something else, you know? Like, they're probably not going to keep their Ninetales in for multiple turns here. But I can do this. It is very likely that now either they're going to knock off whatever my Sableye is holding, and they were going to attack with Ninetales. That is what they were going to do. Okay. I can just reflect now. With Sableye, it won't last as many turns, but it should end around the same time as Light Screen. They're going to give me the Amoonguss. I'll deal damage to Amoonguss. I don't care. Yeah. I'll take that. Ooh, the Rocky Helmet there. Okay. Flare Blitz hits Sabe. Sabe lives that, though. Okay. The Amoonguss is a little bit annoying. I could Grass Tera, but then I'm weak to the Ninetales in the back, and that feels bad. I think it's what I have to do, though. I'm also weak to the Incineroar standing right in front of me, which is no fun. I can Grass Tera, Torch Song, and can I maybe get Annihilape in here? Maybe. Wait, what did I just do? Wait, what? What do you mean? Torch Song, you. I think I just clicked the wrong things there. I was gonna switch out with Skeledirge. That's not what I wanted. Shield Doggo was fun. That was fun. I'm so happy that Zamazenta actually ended up being really good for a second there. I missed losing to Calyrex and Dip. Love yourself more. We're going to Tera Water here. I'm hoping they targeted Skeledirge with the Spore, though. Finish Shot would have been a massive bring, but again, I'm still just weak to that Ninetales in the back, so... We'll get a little damage there. And I'm hoping this buys me, even just one turn buys me enough time to... Knockoff won't do anything because they don't have an item anymore. The crit was annoying there. And they stored into the right slot. Not ideal. Let's Shadow Ball you and Drain Punch you. Burn my sleep turn. Yeah, we're running out of moments here. They were going to Spore the Sableye, even though I already set... Like, when I am playing against a Sableye or a Grimmsnarl or something that's, like, screening me, once it sets the screens, I'm like, you don't have anything else. What are you going to do? Like, hit me with, like, whatever your one sort of weak attacking move is? I'd rather that happen and start targeting down whatever you're obviously trying to support next to you. Obviously, it was a great play by my opponent right there. Just not what I was expecting. We survived the Flare Blitz. The snow stops just in time for... just in time for Ninetales to come right back in here and ruin my life. Monkey team when? There's like only 6 monkeys. It's harder to make a monkey team. You can do it. Didn't Bruno make a monkey team? You can do it, obviously, but it's way easier said than done. In case they said Aurora Veil, I'm going to try to slack. No, that doesn't do anything for me. I'd rather... They try to set Aurora Veil here. That is wild. I think I just Heat Wave in that. Hey, Blizzard. They're going to hit my Annihilape here. I can't be frozen. That's the nice thing about being asleep. If I wake up here... Wow. That's something. The bigger thing that does is next turn, the Ninetales gets to hit me before I've done anything. And that is quite bad too. What I can do here, though, there's still one move I can do, and I can Encore the Ninetales and Drain Punch the Incense. I don't want a Fairy move coming out. If I Encore the Ninetales, Now they're still just hitting me with blizzards, and I can potentially get my health back on the Incin if I wake up. I'm encoring them into a very good move, but better that move than like Moonblast. I'm going to keep sleeping anyway. There was a world there where maybe something could have happened if I'd woken up. Oh, they're going to wake me up with the Flare Blitz, right? Oh, wait. Hitting me with Flare Blitz doesn't... Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of Frozen. I'm thinking of Frozen. Let it go. Okay. We dropped the Amoonguss, right? We still don't know what their fourth Pokemon was. If it was the Gengar, I think I lose no matter what. It's really cool, by the way. They even have a Gengar on their team. If I were to wake up there and hit the Incin, they can't switch out Ninetales anymore, right? So then we're in a world where I have Annihilape up and I'm getting hit. I've been hit by a bunch of moves now at this point. I could potentially Rage Fist and kill a Kommo-o or a Rillaboom. And then maybe I didn't. Maybe then I could pull that back. Though it is a maybe. But 3 turns of sleep, that's a little rough. Good game for my opponent, though. They did everything right. Yeah, sorry. Sableye actually isn't on the team. I switched it out for Skeledirge. I think the old Pokepaste is still up there, too. So let me update that. Okay. I knew the Ninetales was going to be the issue there, and it was. The set was basically what the Annihilape set is now, but with Bitter Blade instead of Rage Fist. It was just bulk up, Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak. I guess that's very different than what the Annihilape is, but it was a bulk up set. And Protect. Grass Tera with Clear Amulet. And at that point, I was running Final Gambit on the Annihilape, but then I realized we needed a better special presence. So I thought, and also like I was getting countered by opponents that were setting up. Like this team, for example, I actually can't believe this is the first time I'm running into Archaludon, but Skeledirge does way better into Archaludon than Sableye does, especially on rain teams, though it looks like this team might be manual rain, if anything. They can bring Dragapult to this one, though. Let's do Dragapult and Pop Rocks. Pez and Pop Rocks. Skeledirge, I already shouted out how good Skeledirge is here. Actually, I think Sinistcha is pretty nice here, too. I'm a little bit wonky on this. Bringing the Sinistcha. No, I feel okay about it. They have 2 water types. One of them won't stay a water type for long. But to keep things off of Skeledirge in this match feels like a really good thing to do. Slash, if they set Tailwind, I could Trick Room even, and Skeledirge will likely be the slowest thing. And also just that Primarina is pretty good into my team, into everything except for the Sinistcha. It's only pretty good into Sinistcha instead of amazing. Does anyone actually like Pez, or is it just the dispensers being neat that people like? I mean, the dispensers are most of it. Great marketing strategy. I don't hate Pez, though. I haven't had one in decades, but they weren't awful. Okay. Archaludon and Greninja, huh? They're going to set up body press, but I am a ghost team. So I'm going to light screen and T-Wave the Archaludon so that my Skeledirge has a better time. They switched up. That was like a, I can't believe I didn't see this team preview, but that was like a, Water Shuriken into Stamina moment. The T-Wave missed. That is a bummer. Power Herb. Okay. I don't love this position. Sinistcha can come in here okay. But I think I'd rather get the T-Wave if I can. I can also now Encore into Electroshock, which means that they're stuck using that move instead of whatever else they want to use. And that'll take 2 turns each time they try to do it. Candy Corn Enjoyers to the sky. I love candy corn, but only at this time of year, and only like one time. Like I like it at one party, for like a couple of handfuls. But it's like one sitting a year. I like candy corn, and then other than that, I get why people are against it. What did the Primarina use there? It used Moonblast? Okay. It seemed like it did so little to Dragapult through the screens. Which is why I was like, that was Moonblast? Thank you, though, Gus, please. We get a full para from the Archaludon. And we get a full para from the Primarina. This is why Dragapult is on this team. To be annoying. Okay. Let's go into Sableye now. I'm going to Matcha Gotcha. Quadra Terrain Arboliva Terrain Pulse Team win. I did that once in Sword and Shield with Terrain Pulse Clawitzer, and it was legitimately very fun. So, never say never. Someone avoided... I hope it wasn't the Primarina. Okay, cool. We got the Primarina with a good chunk. Moonblast will drop Sableye there. And that is... okay. That's okay. Let's go back into Dragapult now. I'd love nothing more than to get rid of the Primarina. While we can. So I'm going to Phantom Force. Like, get rid of the Primarina before the Sinistcha comes out. Or, sorry, before the Skeledirge comes out. Because once I do that, once I get rid of that, Skeledirge does kind of pop off a bit. Barnacle Shell Smash. Is that even in this game? Barbernacle's not in the game, is it? I feel like I would have seen it once. Ooh! I didn't catch the burn on the Gallade. Massive. What did the Gallade do? It tried to attack, I assume? I can Rage Powder now to keep him off of Dragapult, because now Dragapult can hit the Gallade with a Phantom Force in the next turn if I wanted to. There's a massive burn for me there. Psychic did nothing. This guy's back. Let's just Phantom Force you and Matcha Gotcha again. What are we talking about? Is Greninja faster than Dragapult? I don't think so. Dragapult's faster, right? Unless they have like Shadow Sneak. They'll probably just Dragon or like Dark Pulse, like Rock type. They're Rock Sliding me. Something avoided. Unfortunately, it was the Greninja there, but I'm just going to keep Matcha Gotcha-ing. Drag is faster naturally anyway. Yeah. I figured that, but I could also weirdly see the Greninja being like a Choice Scarf set because I assume they're going for the... I assume they're like Stamina, Archaludon with... Oh man, they still didn't get me. They got me on the flinch though, that's a little bit annoying. And no more light screen. Okay. Okay. Let's Dragon Darts now. And Matcha Gotcha, I think. That did nothing. This breaks Sashes, though, is what I'm hoping. Rock Slide is gonna drop. Oh man, I'm not gonna get it off. God, is this team gonna beat me? I feel like I messed up there somehow. I feel like I should. Oh, I moved before the paralyzed. Okay. I'm gonna get a ton of health back here. Hold on. I feel like I probably should have pulled, not Poltergeist, Phantom Forced. Getting rid of that, though, is great. Now, oh, and the full para. Dear God. We're loving that. It's just a burn Gallade in the back. Let's go. Torch Song. I'm getting some luck in this stream tonight. You know, I say my prayers every night. I deserve the luck. I work for it. Psychic Tera. 4Y. Psycho Cut. Not dropping Sinistcha still. Torch Song will pick up the KO into our Chaladon, though, which means that I can one more turn. Rage Powder, baby. GG's to my opponent. That's going to put us at 5-2. Not bad, Mono Ghost. Not bad at all. Would Hex be a good move on this team? Probably not. I see what you're saying, but I don't know where I'd put it. I didn't mean to say that it wouldn't be a good move on this team. It would be a good move on this team. I just don't know that it's better than Shadow Ball in the places that Shadow Ball are. Not every Pokemon has a ghost move on it because they're all ghosts. I don't need ghost coverage on every single Pokemon. But a lot of them have it. Where would I put Hex? You could maybe put it on, like, Skeledirge. Thing is that I either bring Dragapult or I don't. Like, I don't bring Dragapult often enough to qualify bringing Hex over Shadow Ball. That's sort of my thought there. Skeledirge goes nuts on this team if I can get rid of the Primarina once again. So I feel like Skeledirge and Sinistcha are coming to this game. You can't stop me. And I think I might bring you instead of Dragapult this time. You and you in the back. Sometimes I forget that I can lead with Annihilape, and it's really nice to have Sinistcha in the back when Annihilape takes a little bit of damage but gets a bulk up off or something. What's up, David? Hot tamales, GG's to me, amigo Mexicano. Thank you. And on behalf of Hot Tamales. I know a lot more about the moon due to an astronomy class I'm taking this semester. So you probably know that the things on it aren't called the holes, like I referred to them earlier. You learn stuff like that? Sounds like a cool class. Klefki Primarino. Yeah, not great. I could protect one turn with Annihilape while I set like a light screen. If they mess up and go for a weird move, then I can Encore them into it. That's the only way Annihilape stays in. Otherwise, I have to go into Sinistcha. Wow. Great read from my opponent. Crit? No. Just Moonblast me straight through my soul. Okay. I have to dedicate my Tera to Skeledirge now. Yeah, it's gotta happen. And hopefully this baits them into using a fire move, or sorry, a water move. And I can Torch Song you and maybe get a bulk up. Ooh, wow, this is going to feel bad if I don't get this, but... Honestly, based on that damage, I should have gone with the theory that they are specs, and that they'll probably just switch to Annihilape here. So, that was maybe a little bit silly. It also means that I didn't need to Tera there, if that theory holds true. not only does it mean that I didn't need to Tera, it means that I shouldn't have Tera. There's the crit. I needed the crit. They didn't. No, they're not specs. They were Hyper Voice. Holy cow. Okay, things are different now. Wow. I should have gone with the assumption that they are specs and that they were going to now target Annihilape. I'm really glad that I didn't. Sableye was like just got cracked by that Moonblast. That is all that happened there. I think I double into Primarina here now, right? Yeah. That's okay damage. Outrage into Skeledirge. Oh, I don't have Reflect up and it just destroyed me. I think that's banded Dragonite. It might not be Specs Primarina, but I'm pretty sure it's banded Dragonite. I don't have Reflect up, but I don't think that... Man. I don't think that Skeledirge died. I can actually confirm this. Hold on. Why does 5 and 3 feel so much worse than 5 and 2? Skeledirge. Max HP. Modest. Dragonite. If Dragonite is adamant with Outrage, wow, the Picolytics calc just completely died. Ooh, I got a burn on Dragonite. Hold on, I'm missing stuff. Am I back in the game? No. Adamant Dragonite with Outrage does 81 to 96% unbanded to my Skeledirge. However, oh no, sorry, that is banded. I'd taken a little bit of damage. Yeah. So it was banded. It was banded, but I had just taken a little bit of damage. So it wasn't ever gonna one-shot me. Banded Dragonite, even banded Dragonite doesn't one-shot my Skeledirge. So my instincts were correct there. I just taken a little bit of damage, and therefore they high roll outraged me. And ultimately just swept me in that match. That did not feel good. Good game to my opponent, though. Once again, did everything they were supposed to. And yeah, the Primarina was strong. I'd love to know, did we see what its item ever was? It wasn't Throat Spray, was it? All right, we got 2 more battles here on the night. 2 more battles. Let's make them good ones. I'd love to end 7 and 3 instead of 5 and 5. We already broke even, though. That's nice. Oh, this is cool. That team's awesome. I love the Slowbro. Oh, I gotta make a Slowbro team before Regulation G ends. I love Galarian Slowbro. Okay. Maybe I'll make a mono poison team. I love poison Pokemon. Unaware could help me out a lot here. There's a lot of boosting Pokemon over there. So that's something to keep in mind. I do feel as though Dragonite's actually pretty good for me here. Or sorry, Dragapult. God, why do I always say the name wrong first and then immediately? Like, I know the names, I just say it wrong first every single time. I always just, the Rolodex in my head lands wrong first, and then it's like one page off. Getting old. It sucks. Okay. And then I'm going to bring you. I think these four do pretty well for me. The Dondozo is not a boosting Pokemon. It is itself unaware, though. So while I usually do bring Skeledirge and dedicate my Grass Tera to it every time I see a Dondozo team, this one's not doing the same things that those teams are doing. Just curious. Okay, I'm going to T-Wave the Volcarona, and I'm going to set Reflect here. If they want a Swords Dance, they can do that. It makes foul play more viable. And if they want a Sucker Punch, then it won't work. So I'm T-Waving. The Fairy Tera. Interesting. Interesting thing to pull there. They're just going to protect their Gambit. What were they scared of? Like, I think people are scared of the Will-O-Wisp, although I couldn't even Will-O-Wisp the Sableye into the King Gambit. We're ending our T-Waves, though, with Dragapult, and that's massive. They're just going to Tera Blast Dragapult. Yeah, I mean, fair play. Just Tera Fairy, Volcarona, no setup. Just cold Tera Fairy. Okay. Let's get Light Screen and let's T-Wave the King Gambit as well. Tera Fairy is scary. It is scary. I have to... We missed the T-Wave. Annoying, but not the end of the world. They get full Parrot. That's great. They just finish off Dragapult with a Kowtow. Do I... I think I go to Annihilape here and I Tera Fire. And I bulk up. And I Encore them into Tera Blast. Let's do that, let's do that, and let's Encore them into the Tera Blast. So now they have to Tera Blast. And they probably are clicking Tera Blast into Sableye here. Still from that slot. I hope the Galarian Slowbro is back there. I'll be very disappointed if it's not. Just to protect. Okay. I didn't attack you. They just went for Sableye there, which was the correct play. Yes. Now I can just Drain Punch that slot. Everything in the back. Actually, the Slowbro takes the Drain Punch really well. We're just going to hope they don't have that. And now I can get Skeledirge in super easily. They should swap out their... they should swap out their Volcarona. But this protects Skeledirge from getting kowtowed here. Is it the Slowbro to take this Drain Punch like a champ? No, it's the Dondozo. Who will also take this fine. Okay, the Dondozo is an issue. I can't boost up to beat it, right? And it is super effective against both of my Pokemon right now. So I do feel a desire to attack into it. Double into it. They're keeping Volcarona in, which is so interesting. I feel like anything else would be better. Yawn. How do you know I'm not Vital Spirit? Volcarona ends its Encore. Okay, so we Drain Punch you, and now I can Torch Song you. Here comes Yawn. I know it, you know it, they all know it. Correct. An amount of damage was done to the Volcarona there. Torch Song honestly probably kills it on the next turn, though. River Dance. Is Quiver Dance a pun on River Dance? And why isn't there a move called River Dance for, like, water types to get boosts? River Dance should have been Quaxley's signature move. Okay. Do I Heat Wave here? No, that's not worth it. I think I have to Torch Song the Volcarona again. Not feeling good about the game, really, is what I'm saying. What did they Quiver Dance and then Rage Powder? That's interesting. That set is actually really weird. It's Tera Blast, Rage Powder, Quiver Dance. And I assume, like, Heat Wave? I honestly want them to Wave Crash me, because I'm not sure it kills me, but it would deal recoil damage to them. Fissure! Oh, you sick son of a gun. Do you not have Wave Crash at all? That is absolutely unhinged. That behavior is unhinged. Let's Drain Punch and let's slack off. I'm going to just have to bank on the fact that they never hit Fissure. Because you know that Sucker Punch is coming in right there. Kingambit's going to keep sleeping. I'm going to slack off. Fissure misses again. Okay. Now, I think I can get away with getting hit by a Sucker Punch. As long as Reflect doesn't end this turn. Does it end this turn? Literally ended right there. Okay, we Drain Punch the King Gambit, and now I'm going to try to Shadow Ball the Dondozo. They do Sucker Punch and Skeledirge. I live it. We wake up on the Annihilape. That's great news. King Gambit has a Sash, or it just happened to live that? It is Sashed. Wow. Sash Gambit. I don't know that I've ever seen that. And this won't factor in my special attack boosts, but we did a lot the first time. Okay. Whew. This game is not over. No more light, no more screens for me. But at least all of my hard work is now going to pay off on the damage output front. We now, I believe, just Drain Punch the King Gambit. I have to slack off with Skeledirge. What is the Excalibur going to do to me? I think this is okay. I feel like there's way more stuff my opponent could have done there, but I'm not going to complain about that. I guess their Excalibur set didn't have anything for me. Like, if their Excalibur set was, let's say, Scale Shot, Icicle Spear, Ice Shard, Protect, that's not going to get them anything in that game. But if they had high horsepower, there's definitely chances they could have made. I guess my Annihilape was sitting on a couple of defense boosts, right? One or two there. That maybe made that a little bit more of a blowout than I was calculating at the end of the game. I don't know, though. I would never consider that a blowout. Okay, last match of the evening. And we're 6-3. I'm feeling really good about Ghost Team. Maybe let me know if you'd love to see me do another mono-type team on the ranked ladder. Because this was actually really fun to team build around. And also would definitely feel less bad if it ends up being a bad team. Let me know what type you'd like to see. I feel like it's kind of only going to be possible in Regulation G to potentially make work. Alright, they have Mouse Ape for themselves. I could lead with Sinistcha here. Emphasis on could. I love that they can't super fang me, though. Let's just leave with these two. I don't like my chances at all in this game, actually. I don't think I have a good matchup at all. I have the wrong Teras. For the first time all night, I'm bringing this combination of 4 Pokemon. Dark type or poison? You seem to like it a lot, Berm. I do like poison. Mono rock, but no sand because that's cheating. Tyler! That's like the one thing you could maybe do with that. So no rock, but you can't bring the best rock Pokemon? Or you have to run a weird set on it? Let's T-Wave Basculegion and hit the light screen, I think. Here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Please don't hurt me. Here comes the rain, and I said that one shots. But I have a Focus Sash, so it actually doesn't one shot me. Idiot. Hey, Flygon King's in the chat. What's up, Flygon? It has been a minute. Oh, that wasn't even a Focus Sash, actually. I just lived that on 5. Look at that. Let's Phantom Force that slot. And now I get my Reflect. That's the biggest thing. Honestly, I don't think Phantom Force does more for me here than just T-Waving the Pelipper. Really weirdly, that's what I'm going to opt for. Because they could just Aqua Jet me if they have it. They don't. But I feel like getting some T-Waves in here could be really nice for my longevity. It could stop them from getting a wide guard as I try to go for Matcha Gotcha. It could stop them from setting Tailwind if that's what they're trying to do right there, for example. Okay. I go Golden Go here. I have to Tera Dragon. I have to make a Nasty Plot. And I can Foul Play into the Vascular Legion slot. Scarf Adaptability Fish. Oh, you think so? That could totally be possible. That's a pretty cool little sneaky moment there. I think you're right. They're just last respecting me when they don't have any Pokemon gone yet. So I'm cool with that. And once the timing is right, I can just bring in Sinistcha to help bring Golden Go back to life. Are they Sash Pelipper? Man, some weird things are having Sashes tonight. I know that Sash Pelipper is at least a little bit more of a thing. And the full Para, there we go. Really glad I clicked T-Wave on the Pelipper so far. Here's our Chaladon. Not boosted at all yet. So part of me feels like I should just Shadow Ball it while I bring in Sinistcha to hopefully get me enough HP back, combined with the Light Screen to survive a Dragon Pulse if they go for it. I'm hoping they don't have Draco Meteor. A lot of our Chaladons don't even carry Dragon moves. Like, I know that's a thing. It's the Dragon Pulse. We do live it, barely, through the screen. That's good damage. It's not enough if the Pelipper gets to attack me here, though. It might be GG's. I need to protect Golden Go on that turn. I protect Golden Go there, and I get Sinistcha in, and this whole game is different. Yeah, I was a little bit too eager to get damage up. I think I really didn't want them to get a Electro Shot there. But at what cost, you know? Team is all shiny. Thanks for noticing, Flago. Pelipper full parried once again. Yeah, I definitely should have protected. We need like a burn on the Matcha Gotcha to have a shot at like killing with Chip, I think. More Tailwind. Okay. Annihilape's not a good Pokemon, so we should be fine. This actually might not be over. If they bulk up in front of my Salad, then I can Encore them into it, and I don't think I've shown Encore yet, so it is possible. I'm going to Trick Room too, because I know that I'm slower. They just Rage Fist. They do the right thing. If it was Rocky Helmet, we'd be in a better situation, but... Oh, and they crit my Sinistcha. Bummer. Okay, that's going to be game then. 6-4 is a pretty good record. I feel like Ghosties deserve better. Once again, I feel like there's moments in these lost games where I could have done something differently. But, yeah, GG's. Honestly, pretty proud of the team. I feel like this team deserved 7-3 at least. But 6-4, not necessarily in that last game either, but it is what it is. There's a world in that game where I set the Trick Room. If they were to click Bulk Up, which they weren't ever going to click Drain Punch, right? And they didn't have... They did the right thing by clicking Rage Fist, honestly. And if they just kept clicking Rage Fist, that would have been their best play. There's a real world in which I can Encore their Annihilape, and when I set Trick Room, I can then like Life Dew to get enough HP back and start chipping away at the Archaludon, I think, to kill that while continuing to spam Encore on the Annihilape whenever it ends. And then at that point, because it's bulking up, remember, Foul Play is a legitimate option to take out the Annihilape, and honestly, like, it can't ever get out of Encore if Sableye's on the field and Archaludon's gone. That was my plan, but they did the right thing by clicking Rage Fist, and the crit ended it way earlier than it probably would have ended, which definitely, I think we can say, would not have ended my way anyway. Thanks everybody so much for being here. That is 10 games up, 10 games down. Thanks for Dave C. Sorry, Dave C. When you rewatch those in the pod, for the 10 super chats tonight. That was really cool. I'm gonna leave you with this. Okay, Halloween, super fun. We love Halloween. It's great. I stream every 2 weeks, so in another 2 weeks, I will be on the ranked ladder. Again, with a different team, maybe another mono team. This was fun. And yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. The only other thing I'm going to say here before I sign off, okay, well, I have 32 people and potentially some people who watch this VOD after. So if you're American, please go out and vote. Okay? Vote for somebody who can win the election and make sure that it's somebody who has your best interests at heart. All right? There's only one person, okay? And honestly, it's pretty embarrassing that things are even as close as they are. So, leave you with that. Happy, sweet, candy, Halloweeny note. Nothing spookier than that note. Thanks, everybody. I realized I said that while in black and white. Because the choice is black and white. Bye, everybody.